extent, man. And I keep hearing this. I keep hearing it. And I saw it almost. I feel like I was a witness to David. I feel like I was a witness to David's shortcomings. God showed me this. He said, Corey, this David's actions are a direct result of knowing how to do things without me. David is a beautiful picture. And I'm not gonna go over it because we did that, right? We talked about wickedness versus honor with David. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, that was such a beautiful, beautiful discussion. Just discussing how you see David honoring God like he did. And then you see the wickedness of David as he climbed the ladder. The stature of David grew. The phenom of David and the notoriety of David grew. You saw him really begin to follow after his own conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hearing that and hearing that and hearing it. Man, when you know good and evil, you know how to conjure up good and evil. You know how to make good decisions based on what you know, in addition to making evil decisions based on what you know, which are one and the same in the
Mm-hmm.
sight of God.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think you're doing good, you're
Mm-hmm.
not. You're still doing evil. You just
Mm-hmm.
know of what good to do, but you're doing that deed without God, which is
Mm-hmm.
still
Eagle.
evil. And he's a beautiful picture of it. He is a replica of that teetering between each decision of knowledge, going in
Right.
between both decisions of knowledge. You see it. You see it. Making a good decision, then making a evil decision. Making a evil decision, then making a good decision. With his son, I look just going back through that story, knowing that your son Amnon, his firstborn, that was his firstborn, knowing that he was in love with Tamar. You weren't blind to that. You knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you sent Tamar to his room anyway. Oblivious, but not, right? And then this threw me off, and I never even looked at it that way before. When he got up after Absalom said he was going to be king, he got up and he left. You know who that put me in the mind of?
And
No. When after Absalom, he killed Amnon,
oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Absalom came back to the city of David.
Right.
He came back. He was brought back by Joab. He came back, and David wouldn't see him at first. Then he finally saw him. Then after he saw him, he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make myself king. Then he starts to become a judge for the people. He started growing in
Mm-hmm.
popularity. Then he announces him, declares himself king. Then when he did that, David got up from his palace and left. He just abandoned ship.
Abandoned him.
And you know who I thought about immediately? Elijah. When Jezebel said, I'm gonna do to
Oh,
you,
yeah.
God
Yeah.
forbid, if
Mm-hmm.
what you did to the prophets is not done to
Mm-hmm.
you before the end of this day, or what have you.
Mm-hmm. He took off.
God, God asked him, what are you doing here, Elijah? I didn't send you
He,
here.
he was gone.
What are you doing here? It was the same sense. It was David just got his butt up, tucked tail, and left. But out of all of the victories that God had given him as king, you're king. I didn't tell you Absalom was going to be king. I told you Solomon was going to be king. You know that. So what you getting up and running for? Because I know how to do good and evil. I understand how to conjure up good and evil. What I know to be good. Not that what I know is good, it's what I know to be good in the sense
Mm-hmm.
of visual, in a sense of understanding, in a sense of what it is that I can perceive and conceive within my own self. So I know how to make the decisions that appear to be good. And I know how to make decisions that appear to be evil. And that's what you see. He just got up and left. And you know what was also crazy? Hmm. Not really that's crazy, but just something that's just taking notes. I'm just taking all these mental notes as I'm listening. He David would get the ephod out when he didn't know something, when he wasn't sure of something. He would bring out the ephod. He would say, "Bring me the ephod." He would ask his priest to bring him an ephod, and he would pray to God. He would say, "God, should I do such and such a thing?" And God would say yes, or God would say no. This is acknowledging him in all of your ways and he'll direct your path. This was David
Mm-hmm.
doing this in the scriptures. Bring me the ephod. But he didn't ask for the ephod when Absalom declared himself king and what he should do as a
Mm-hmm.
result of that. He didn't say, bring me the ephod. He didn't say that.
Right. He didn't
He
consult God.
he didn't consult with God. He didn't say, bring me the ephod after his messengers came back and told him that that was Uriah's wife.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say, bring me the ephod. He said, okay, bring her to me. He said, no, bring me Bathsheba. Bring her anyway. It's the picture, man. And I'm just like, man, Lord, like this is what we this is the state that we are in.
Yeah.
Knowing how to conjure it up and make it look presentable for our case or making it
Right.
justifiable in our case when it doesn't look presentable.
Right. Right.
The justifiable thing. We try to justify our deeds when we know that they weren't right. We still because we have the knowledge. We have the knowledge. And that is the battle. Man, that is the biggest battle that we are confronted and conflicted with every day. The
Right.
knowledge of good and evil. And nobody seems to attack that. Every day, every moment, we are at a conflict with good and evil. We're at a conflict because we know it. Not at a conflict with doing what God is saying. No, we're at a conflict with knowing good and
And
evil
knowing evil. Yeah. And choosing between the two.
and choosing between the two. Choosing to do good that we perceive as good, or choosing to do this evil that is going to help us justify ourselves
Playing the game.
playing the game. And nobody's stopping and asking God, okay, what should we do? What should we be doing? What should I be doing? Should I be making this decision? Is this the decision that you are desiring of me? Bring me the ephod. Are we calling for the ephod? No, we're just making decisions. We're just out here acting on our own. And that's why we're in such a place, right? Where bringing it back to Elisha, that we are not in tune with the sensitivity of the spirit. We're unable to see another dimension, yet alone see the dimension that we're currently in. How are we gonna see another dimension?
Right.
We're stuck. We're stuck in ourselves. We can't see outside of ourselves. We're stuck in between the knowledge of good and the knowledge of evil. The knowledge of what we think God wants us to do, and the knowledge of, oh, I can do something because I'm capable of doing it without God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think God want me to do this. Oh, but I know I can do this. Good, evil. What I know I can do and what I think God wants me to do. And they're both wrong.
And I don't ask him.
And I'm because I'm not inquiring.
Hey, I forgot about the Ethers.
Hmm.
Wow.
Right, right. And so you rest and you say, still me, Lord. Bring me to a halt. It's all of the stuff, it's like you're traveling in a vehicle that is your body, right? And you got all of these insects flying your way.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to determine how are you going to circumvent all of the insects from beating on your windshield of a face because it's becoming very irritating. So what do you do? Do you walk backwards? Do you walk backwards, brother?
Yeah.
Or is this something that God is wanting me to experience? Do I just stop walking off? See, you see what I'm saying? You're going through all of these decisions as all these circumstances are being brought about your way as you journey. And that's really the picture that I'm trying to paint. You have all of these experiences, you have all of these circumstances, these conditions, and all of these conditions are seemingly thwarting you in the direction that you're trying to go. Or making your life uncomfortable. I don't want to be
Right.
uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's doing something that you don't particularly like. And the question remains like, are you going to,
It's keeping you uncomfortable.
it's keeping you uncomfortable. And how are you going to proceed in that light, in that manner, with those conditions? How are you going to proceed? What are you going to do about it? You see it in Elijah making these decisions that God didn't tell him to make. I didn't tell you that. You've been doing all of this stuff for God. You've been so in tune with God. Now all of a sudden you get one little old whisper from a lady that can't do nothing. And you off to the races.
Gone.
You didn't ask for the ether.
And that's what stands up.
Yes.
See, and that's what stands up. The consultation is not there.
It's not.
And independence rises the table.
Yes. Every time. Because I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And that's the mountaintop.
Yes. Because I know. Because as the atheists want to put it, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Knowledge has no power if it can't get you to where you need to be. If it's just knowledge, then it's empty. It's useless. It's pointless.
No, it doesn't get you in trouble.
That's it.
And trouble that you're not knowledgeable of.
Right. You have no inkling,
Right.
not the foggiest idea what's going to be coming towards you.
Yeah. Wow. But that's what we play with, Corey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We play that game.
That's what we play with.
We are all over that game. Yeah, we're all over that game. Yeah, we're all over it. And just think about the guy that lost his life. And because I had heard about it that somebody else had gotten killed in Minnesota or Minneapolis, in the city of
Yeah,
Minneapolis.
and they said he had a confrontation 11 days ago.
I just saw that. But the first story I saw was this lady on there talking about anytime a domestic called him a domestic terrorist. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this man had a gun? And I was like, and then my first thought was, man, how crazy can you be out the way they out here? You know what I mean? And I said, Dad, was it a shootout? Shootout? So I was like, okay, he must have went there trying to retaliate for that girl that got killed. So I was like, nah, just look it up. So I look it up and I see the video. Saw the video of this guy. And I saw his interactions with them. He didn't do anything. He didn't even look at them people. He was trying to protect the people that were
They
that
were
were that
demonstrating.
yeah, he was trying to protect them, like keeping them like, yeah, yeah, come here. No, 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 wait, wait, wait. Okay, come. Okay, go. All right. Just so that nobody else gets their brains blown out for driving in incorrectly. So they say.
Hmm.
But then the narrative being painted of this guy was he was a domestic terrorist.
Right.
But what he was actually there doing was trying
He
to protect.
manipulate. He's manipulating the situation,
Right. He's just there to protect the people.
and that's not what people do.
That's not that's but you see the narrative that was pushed because I know good and evil. So I try to justify what I did
Right.
by taking something he did and reversing it. Oh, he had two magazines full of bullets. So that
Right.
ain't nothing good that's coming with that. This dude had a revolver,
Yeah.
a handgun. You ain't gonna do too much with a handgun,
Right.
sir. What are we talking about?
But see, we paint this picture of terror.
That's you know what I mean?
I
But
mean, just like when you saw the exchange, I mean, why so many shots?
9 times he's already on the ground. You took his gun. You took it, and you still
You still
decide to
shooting.
shoot him 9 times, making sure he dead. Make sure he don't move. He keep moving like because you keep shooting him. Stop shooting him. His body will stop moving. It's the force of the bullets causing his body to move, sir. He's been gone. Died after the first shot. You have to
Yeah.
put 8 more in him.
But see, when your objective is to teach a lesson
Yeah,
and always showing the extent to which we are lawless.
yeah, and that's it. But see, that could work both ways.
Yeah.
See, next time you're gonna get a guy that ain't gonna be friendly. Because all it's gonna take is for other people that are part of this agency to lose their life, which they already have. They've already lost some people. That's what made them become so vicious
Defensive.
and
Yeah.
forceful because some one of them got killed. So now they feel like they gotta kill some people. Okay, so think about that. If people aren't afraid to shoot you, then they ain't gonna be afraid to be shot by you. So what are we doing here,
Yeah.
Elisha? What are we doing here?
Why the confrontations?
Exactly. So you want an all-out civil war? Like that's what you want? If
that
that's the
allows
narrative
that
that you're pushing,
that allows me to do some things that I want to do.
right? You're trying to create a civil war in the midst of you trying to go and take other people's countries.
Mhm.
Dude, we're divided.
We are,
You're
but it's clear in our election process that we are
right.
55 million to 55 million. I mean,
Well,
I mean,
no, yeah,
you can't get no more divided than that.
you can't. But I'm saying too, you're trying to go to war, or you're
Yes,
divided.
yes.
That's not
You get,
wise.
but no, but I'm trying to use force.
It's not gonna work
I'm trying to
when
use
you got
force.
half of the people supporting you and half of the people not,
I'm trying to use force.
and they got force on the other side coming back at you.
I'm
And
trying to use. I'm trying to use force. And
trust
in
me.
and in the eyes of all the law and order folks,
But
I'm right.
but the thing is, the gist, not no. So I don't care what he's doing, but I'm saying is this: you're not seeing how you are dividing yourself, which you're thinking to be an asset. You're dividing it on top of you're alienating yourself from all of your allies.
Right.
So you're in a divided situation and you've alienated yourself from all of your allies.
Mhm.
It makes you vulnerable, sir.
But I'm not vulnerable. I'm who I am.
No, no. I'm not caring how he thinks. I'm speaking truth. That makes you vulnerable.
It does. It does. It really does.
But this is what happens. Back to the point.
And it'll make somebody right next to you blow you away.
Right. This is what happens when you are,
A two, voodoo. How have it said in a Shakespeare play?
yeah, when you know
Do
good and
you see?
evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Know how to do what you think is right
All right. And you have to adjust yourself to the situation.
and know how to adjust or justify yourself for what you
Hmm.
think
Hmm.
is going to be most beneficial.
Right?
Think this is
Because
what God wants me to
that,
do.
yeah, because that's what, because that in the back of your mind, you're thinking the best for me.
Ah, at all costs.
And that's selfish.
Yeah, at
But
all
that's selfish.
costs. Matter at all costs.
It's it's just like seeing this last chapter of Galatians. Bear one another's burdens.
Exactly.
Wow. Recognize one another's burdens. Wow.
Right.
That sort of lifts you above
Yeah.
all the foolishness.
Yeah. But
And
when you,
then you can say, what are you doing here,
what
Elijah?
are you doing in your life?
Yeah. Or being that aware.
Yeah.
Being that aware.
Being that
But
sensitive to the spirit.
it's why all this stuff going on in Minnesota?
That's a great question. You know,
Because that is that the son of the Muslim world in the US?
I have no idea, but I know this. I know when God is declaring judgment on a thing, it's judged.
Yeah, it's judged.
Yeah, it's judged. He allowed so many cities to be extracted from Israel before all of Israel was consumed. And it began with Aram. He began to come in and take cities. Ben Hadad. Ben Hadad, I think his name is, came in and took cities, and then the 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 steward of Ben Hadad, Haziel, I think his name was Haziel, came in.
And there's an absolute crumble from within.
Yeah, Haziel, king of Aram, died. So Haziel came and took so many portions of Israel, and then his son Ben Hadad, but Ben Hadad prior to Haziel becoming king took portions of Israel, and then after King Haziel died, the son came and I think took a lot more of it, and then the Syrians came and took the rest of it. When a thing is
And,
judged,
yeah,
then
definitely.
judgment, then comes the judgment. It's it's I don't know what's going on, but I know this, that God has judged us, man.
Well, look here, Corey. We ain't but 250 years old.
And what good is coming within that 250
I'm
years?
just saying, that's what I'm saying. That's it. That's exactly what I'm pointing out. It's where we accomplished in that 250 years that we're in the state that we're in now of trying to round up folks and separate them
Yeah,
and deport and all this division.
yeah, because it was never united,
Yeah, but and we walked in the United Light.
and now it's exposed.
Hmm. And you really have to hire somebody to miss it.
Hmm. Oh, absolutely.
And I don't care what they're saying on Sunday morning.
Yeah, because if you're not in tune with the spirit, then you're gonna fall for everything.
And you're gonna get quickly into survival mode.
Yeah. Yes, you're gonna fall for the delusion, and you're gonna find yourself on the end of something.
And somebody asks you what you doing here.
Somebody's gonna ask, well, "What are you doing here, Elijah?
Ooh,
What are you doing here, Elijah?"
yeah, what are you doing here?
It's so I mean, but that's yeah, man. That's what I'm hearing. It's the knowledge, this knowledge of good and evil.
And it's really sort of run its course.
It has.
It's
I
really
mean,
sort
it's
of run
it's
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 it's run
peaked.
its course.
It's peaked. It's definitely peaked. It has definitely peaked.
Yeah. And I'm
Was
sitting here looking at I'm sitting here looking at folks that don't have a whole lot of time left.
yeah, yeah. None of us. That's not us. That is none of us.
There's just not a lot of time left.
No, no,
And folks are choosing all kinds of things, but they're not choosing love, that's for sure.
no. Yeah, no, no, no. We're not parking to see. We're not listening for the ins just the insight. We're
Yeah,
not listening for it. Everybody is running rampant. Everybody is trying to conjure up something. They're trying to conjure up something. It's always asked, man, like during these times, you think like all of these people that stand up for God, including myself, we stand up for God. We stand on the truth of the scripture and et cetera, et cetera. But none of us are able to proclaim God's direction. Where is God telling us to go? Where is he telling us to go? In the midst of all of the foolishness, where is he telling us to go? What is he telling us to do? And so we'll go quote the scripture. Oh, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face, then and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven. I will heal their people and I will heal their land. And I'm just quoting Chronicles.
Right, 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 right. And what does that mean? I'll
Exactly.
heal.
Exactly.
And what does that mean?
Exactly.
It sounds like it means it sounds like it means that and
He gonna
y'all
get
gotta
rid of
get
y'all.
y'all you gonna get that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, he gonna get rid of y'all.
I'm gonna heal the land. I'm gonna get rid of the problems.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna find out what you're doing here.
Exactly.
I
Cause,
already know
cause,
that's why the
cause
judgment is
I didn't
coming.
bring you. Hey, I didn't bring you.
Right. I
I
didn't
didn't
bring you.
bring
I
you.
didn't
I didn't
direct
send
I
you,
didn't
and I
direct
didn't
you.
bring you.
Yeah,
So you got to go. You got to get up out of here. Yeah, you got
yeah,
to
I
get
mean
up out of here.
and I wonder how many people even I wonder how many people are that in tune with God to even sense that, to even sense that.
Yeah,
Yeah. What is what does he want? We know what he wants. We know and we know what we're not delivering to him.
yeah,
And somehow or another we're trying to say he's pleased.
right.
Mm-mm.
Not even slightly.
No, 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 no. What are you doing here?
Right,
That lady's got burdens you need to be helping her with.
right, right,
Yeah.
right.
And see, maybe that's what and maybe that's what we're failing to do. Maybe we're failing to point out the burdens.
Hmm.
And we sure enough are not trying to believe anybody.
Oh no, no.
Because when you look at it and we look at Jesus' time, people were being relieved of their burdens.
Hmm. They were.
And people were trying to assist one another.
Yeah.
And there's every man for himself. And the quicker you do that, the better off you are.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah.
And if you do the math on that, we all lose.
Hmm. That is true.
Yeah, we all lose if you do the
Hmm.
math on that. If we devouring one another.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, that's an interesting thing. And I don't know why we've been sort of stuck there.
We have.
What are you doing here, Elijah?
We've been stuck there. It's been difficult to move off of that.
Right. What are you doing here? If that doesn't say that your reaction is the wrong one, I don't know what. What
I
else
don't
it
I don't
says?
know what else it's administering to you,
You're not believing me.
right? You you
'Cause
definitely not following me.
right. You looking out for your own way
That you are.
or trying to create trying
Hey,
to create
you
one
you're conjuring it up and you're
based on what
making
you think
it
and what based on what you
what you
think
think,
you know.
right? Based on what you think is going to be most beneficial. This will work best because I know good and evil.
But
I know good and
and
evil.
none of them work for plug nickel without God.
Bug nickel.
Neither one of them.
Yeah. You're spinning your wheels,
Right,
going nowhere fast. You're going nowhere fast.
right. But that's the kind of thing that's manifesting itself all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know how do you get away from the conflict?
Yeah.
You can't. It's difficult to carry on business as usual and avoid the conflict.
Yeah. It is. And that's where the sensitivity of the spirit comes in. Lord, give me a double portion of your
Of
spirit.
your spirit, help me to know what you want
Right. To see that greater is he that is within me than
in
he
me.
that is in the world.
How will I mean, I can't. I was telling my wife. I was telling my wife this weekend. I was getting ready for the hour session.
Hmm.
Didn't isn't the just shall live by faith in
From faith
Galatians?
to faith
Yes,
in Romans,
right. And again in Galatians,
Galatians.
and
Okay.
and 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 you stop and think about it. In
Yeah.
Galatians is the first book he wrote.
Right.
The first time coming out of him, uh, and and we don't get it.
Yeah.
It's by faith. It's not by sight. It's not by what we think we know. It's not by our execution. It's
It,
about us exercising faith in God.
it's about us hearing the word,
Right,
doing what we're hearing
right.
as it was from the beginning.
From the beginning.
As it was, you believed, you heard, and then you
Right,
believed, and then you obeyed.
right.
And you obeyed.
You step over into trust and obey.
And the cycle is still the same.
And it's the same cycle. It doesn't produce any other way.
It's 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 you know what I mean? Like Elisha, he said, open up his eyes so that he could
You
see
can see, yeah.
that there are more accompanying us than there are accompanying
And
them.
that's it. That's saying be sensitive.
And you know what else
Be
it's saying?
sensitive.
Trust that God got it covered.
Yeah, already.
Got it covered. Whatever it is,
And and, and,
it's
and, and
covered.
turning and turning any turning in any direction other than to him is worthless
It's worthless. God has it covered.
coverage.
He has it covered. So he didn't worry when Saul was chasing him up and down the mountain because he
No,
knew God had it
had him
covered.
covered.
Then his son, now he's thinking God doesn't have it
Have been
covered.
covered.
Now I need to flee. God didn't have it covered. When he
Because some,
sinned,
cause somebody learned something more than
because
God.
exactly. When he sinned against Bathsheba, God didn't have it covered. God isn't going to forgive me. I have to take care of this problem. Send me Uriah. Oh, Uriah, you're not going to sleep with her? Oh, okay. Kill Uriah. I mean, put him in the front line so they can kill Uriah. I mean, so that they can fight with him on the front line. God didn't have it covered.
And it doesn't take but a little doubt,
It
just a little doubt.
just a smidgy. And again, it goes
And,
back to what I said.
and you're running out of time.
You're running out of, yeah, the entire time you're running out.
Right.
The conflict, that conflict with me knowing both good and
And
evil,
right.
and walking on this journey, all
And
these bugs tearing my face up.
and not having enough sense to realize
Mm,
that the knowledge of him
yeah,
is more important than the knowledge of all this other mess.
exactly. Exactly. It supersedes all of the otherness.
All the others. Be still and know I'm God. And see,
That's the mic
somehow,
drop.
I'm saying, but see,
That's the mic
somehow,
drop.
never, yeah, see, somehow, never, we get to the point where we forget him
Yeah,
because
because
we
of what
think
we know.
what we think we know,
Yeah,
forgetting that he is so far above
right.
all of that, and he's the one that turns it all to nothing.
Yeah, because we don't have the insight to see that greater is he that
That's
is in
within
me.
us. Yeah, than he is in the world.
And just like the boy, we
And,
need,
and we're not discerning.
we're
We're
not.
not we're not discerning that
Yeah,
there are folks in the world and there's folks in him.
we're not. We're
And
not.
somehow or another, we lose the distinction.
Yeah, we do. That's all of the knowledge.
It just pushes
Puffs,
everything else out.
puffs, puffs us up.
Yeah,
I can do all
yeah,
things
but
that
I
we
know
conjure
him.
up.
But I know him.
Right. See, it's easy to say that when you are in a position where he's taking care of everything in front of you. It's hard to say that when you get to a place where you're like, oh, he's not doing this right now. And that's the children of Israel when Moses was in the mountain. Well, I don't know what he doing. This God. He didn't abandon ship.
And I never heard be still.
Right.
And no,
Yeah, yeah, no. He done abandoned ship. But the amazing part was you didn't want to hear from him. You
right.
said, no, Moses, we'll hear from you.
From you, not from him.
See that? See,
and
see how
and
we
and
did
and,
that?
and, and, and we push away
Mm,
the sensitivity. We
yeah,
push away the intimacy.
yeah. I don't want that. I'd rather you go talk to him, Moses, and then you come back and tell us.
I need stuff relayed to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be in the face-to-face realm. No, you can have that.
And that's where Corey, that's where the big issue lies.
Yeah.
Because we assemble ourselves in these assemblies
Mm,
and we don't go on with God.
we don't.
We act like the assembly is the last stop.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we've been called to an individual relationship,
Hmm.
a relationship between a creator and his creation,
Yeah.
every single bit of his creation.
Mm, mm.
And we never and we never in our own imaginations realize or try to come to grips with how great the creation is.
Yeah.
And if the creation is that great,
Yeah.
how great is the creator?
Right.
Who's
He-
producing all of this
Right.
knowledge?
Right.
And the little simple truth Paul said, what do you have that you didn't receive?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. What do you have that you haven't received? Why are you comparing yourself with anyone else? You're
Yeah.
unique. You are a unique creation.
Yeah.
And it's like we get institutionalized enough where that ceases to be.
Yeah.
And then he can turn around and say, what are you doing here?
Right.
Why are you here?
Right.
See, why are you here when you know I'll never leave you nor forsake you
Yep.
from where you were?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Who told you?
Exactly.
Who you listening to?
Exactly.
Oh, you heard her. Wow.
Been consulting within
Yeah,
yourself.
what an indictment.
Right.
Yeah, you're choosing what to listen to. You're choosing your sources of info
Yeah.
because you have elevated info into such a exalted state.
Yeah. Now it's an entity of its own.
Right. And and somehow or another we can't remind ourselves that he revealed himself to me. I didn't find him.
No.
He
He just
revealed himself.
he
He
just
showed up.
opened up my eyes.
Right. He opened up my eyes.
He peeled back the scroll.
Right.
He peeled back the scroll. He showed me that
Because
he had been there the whole time.
whole time.
I just couldn't see him. He was there. I
And
just couldn't
and
see him.
and you get into the situation. Now you got to take your knowledge
Yeah.
to conjure up this whole concept of he's not here.
Right. You do. Yeah, you gotta
You
force
gotta conjure.
yourself
You gotta
into
conjure up
into
some
that.
stuff.
Oh, it's just us. You gotta force that into to
Right,
your mind. You gotta force into your mind that we evolved from the animals without
right.
thinking where did the animals come from. You gotta force all of that
All
foolishness into
that
your mind.
garbage.
That there
Right,
was a big bang. Like, okay, well, who caused the
right.
bang? And why is there no bang happening ever again? Why are
Right
we
now,
still getting bangs? It's just one bang, then that was it. No more bangs.
and
Come on,
and
man.
and somehow or another, we allow the thought to enter in that the journey is almost over.
Yeah. But the funny part is, it is almost over for some of us. Some of us gonna be gone in the next few seconds. Yeah, they
But,
gone
but going where?
away from here.
Right. Yeah, understand,
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
But what's that to you?
It's nothing unless
What
I'm
about
close.
what?
Unless
What
they're
about
close
this?
to me.
Yeah. What about this man?
You see what I'm saying? Unless they're close to me.
Right. 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 Right.
If they're not close to me, they just gone. They close to
Right.
me, then it's all man.
And the
Why?
journey con-
Why
and
them?
the, and the journey continues.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You gone. You are no longer here. It's so funny
But
too
but
because,
but 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 you can still hear him say, "What are you doing here?"
oh yeah, you're gonna hear a whole lot of stuff in that realm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I was listening to him when he told Jehu, go slaughter all of the people of Ahaz and kill the rest of his family, like I did that of Jeroboam, of the
Hmm.
son of Nebat, but destroy all of the children of Ahaz. But you see him going and slaughtering all these people. And you know what? I sensed it's like being a contestant in a game and God saying, okay, you're out. You know how like you're playing a game
Hmm.
and then the course of your time within the game is now up.
Hmm.
That's what it's like. Death is like being in the game and then
And now you're out.
and now you're out. But see, you don't realize that it's a game unless God shows you.
Hmm.
See, this is a game because you know why God shared that with me? I'm gonna give it to you. Jeroboam, son of Nebat, built all of these altars to foreign gods.
Hmm.
God kills Jeroboam. God kills his sons. Did the people stop worshiping foreign gods?
Hmm.
No. But why not? Jeroboam is gone.
They doing what they want to do.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's not carried out by the people. I asked God, I said, man, Lord, you know what's funny? I didn't even think about this. I said, when the children of Israel went into the land of Canaan, I said, was the spirit already there in the land? Is that why they reverted to that? He said, no.
They bought it.
I said, but
They
Lord,
bought
what?
it.
But where did they get it from? Because you killed all of them people. Killed all of them. Everybody that was in the wilderness, he killed them. Everybody that worshiped that calf, they died. Where did they see worshiping idols from? That is the power of the conjure.
Yeah,
It's within them. It's within them. It's 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 the nature,
it's part of their nature. Yeah.
the being. You see what I'm saying? So just because I unplug one guy, I'm not unplugging the
All
nature.
of them.
No, I'm not
The
unplugging
nature is still
the
rampant
nature. So how do you remove the nature? You got to plug in
too.
truth.
Yeah.
And if you
And
don't
that's,
get
and that's why I guess we don't teach plugging into Christ
right,
correctly.
we don't. Because all we're doing is carrying the nature everywhere we go. And you probably never
Right.
seen this movie. It's called Seven with Denzel Washington. Not Seven, sorry. It's not called Seven. I can't remember the name of it now because Seven was a different movie. But it's this movie with Denzel Washington and John Goodman. And this guy was in prison. And Denzel went to the prison to watch him get executed because he was a serial killer. But after he got executed, the spirit of him went into something else.
Right.
And then that thing went about and it ran across some entity that was weak and it jumped into them. And it kept carrying that spirit all the way to the end of the movie.
Mm.
And then Denzel said, when he killed the guy again, at the end of the movie that was became he basically became a serial killer again. And so Denzel ended up killing him again at the end of the movie. And to keep the spirit from getting into him, he killed himself. But guess what? There was another animal there. And then the spirit got into the animal and then the movie went off.
Right. The spirit's gonna find some place to go reside.
Going to find some
Some place
house to
to reside.
occupy.
Right. Right.
But that was
Right.
just a movie. God is
I bet,
saying, no,
but
that nature is in you.
it's in you. That's what you've been delivered from.
Exactly. See, you're carrying this thing all the while.
Right.
Murdering. We could just go
All
down
the
the line.
all them fruits.
All of them. Lying, adulterer,
All of it.
covetousness,
Yeah.
for,
All of it.
idol gods.
Right.
All of it's in you. That's why he was telling them not to do it because it's in them.
And
He's just
all you doing is feeding it.
all you're doing is feeding it. And so he's making these laws to tell them that it's evil. The laws were here, and Paul so eloquently put this way.
Put it
And,
right
and
as
see,
a
but see,
tutor.
now I see it. I see it. All of the laws was just telling you that it was evil. See, Paul put it in a manner that I had no sin until he declared the law. No,
Right.
the law didn't make it sin. The law was declaring to you what it actually
What
is.
it is.
So you could see that, wait, this isn't the direction of God. No,
Right.
it's not. This is you conjuring up things that God isn't directing you to do.
Right. That's you imagining.
Yeah, that's your imagination, which is only evil continually.
And we all ignore that.
We ignore it. An amazing. This is
And, and,
a
and we ignore it at our own detriment
that's
because that's all we do is conjure up
absolutely.
new scenarios,
That's all we do, day by day, moment by moment. God is
new
saying,
new movies, new this, new
new
that,
this,
new
new
that,
new ways to do dumb
acting
stuff.
out. Yeah, yeah, acting out.
God is saying, no, bring it into subjection to God. Bring it
Subjection to
into
Christ.
subjection to
Subjection
Christ.
to Christ. Make
Make it
it obey
obey.
Christ. Make it obey Christ. And see that's a and see I would submit to you, see that's a lonely existence.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
See that's a lonely existence because you're continuously pushing away
Hmm.
all the things that are not like Christ.
Christ. That are not like Christ.
The Mormons came by my house yesterday.
Oh man, I we won't even to come by my house, and they never do. Not when I'm at home. God be sparing them for some reason.
Right.
He spares
No, yeah, I don't think he's sparing them. I think that they're driven by their compulsions and uh, 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 being the deadly fruit that they are, part of the judgment.
You know, it sounds so much better when you say he's sparing them.
But I mean, and they so crisp and young and
Oh yeah,
Church of the Latter Day Saints of
yeah, all
Jesus
of them.
Christ. I think at the end, and I started to ask them. I said, "What are y'all adding to Jesus?"
Right,
That was the question I wanted to ask
right. What you ask him though?
them. You,
What did you ask
no, I didn't. I told him, I told him thank you, but no thank
him? Look at you. See, God know I ain't gonna do that. That's why
you.
he
Did
let him come to your house.
you? but that, but that. when you look at all our religions, we all take Jesus, dangle him out there, and add a whole bunch of garbage to
Absolutely.
it. And by the time we finish, I mean, there's no more Jesus.
Uh, d- Yeah, it's all us. And it's
Yeah,
been that way from the beginning.
right. And it's just, oh, how many fig trees have been cursed?
Hmm.
But now, yeah, the judgment began at the household of God.
Yeah,
It's begun.
yeah,
And somehow or another, uh, I don't know what folks think.
yeah.
How did is the writer of Hebrews say what a thing to be alone before uh, the God of judgment?
Mm.
I forget
Something to
how
that
exactly
effect.
it said. Yeah, something
Yeah,
to that effect. When you scrutinize or realize this how severe that is,
yeah,
how severe that is, while we playing games.
right.
And the simple questions are always, what are you doing
What are you doing
here?
here?
Doing here? You been eating at the tree?
Yeah, yeah,
Who told you to eat at the tree?
yeah, yeah. Then we start justifying ourselves.
Right?
You wanted it. That's why. You wanted to see. You wanted to see what being like God was like. Able to just make your own rules, follow.
Yeah, yeah,
You
you can
wanted to
do
know
that.
what that was like.
Yeah, okay. Wanting to know.
That's what it is, because you can't do nothing. It's
Right?
it's only you wanting to know what that feels like.
And
And you can
that's that and that's that thing inside of you trying to manifest itself.
manifest stuff. Yeah, because you still are limited. You can only do what God permits you to do.
Right, right.
I guess I'll let him do that. This boy. And God does. He permits a lot of things.
He permits a whole lot of stuff, Corey.
And he restricts a lot too. That's crazy.
Right, right. That's real.
Right. Yeah.
And most of that be for the sake of others.
It is. It's like the mind, the mastermind of our Father God.
Yeah,
Like he tells Elijah, 7,000 hasn't bowed the knee. Go, anoint this person as priest. Elisha, go, get him. He's going to take over you as prophet. He's laying all of this stuff out. But in the meantime, there's still work that he has for him to do.
for him to do.
You know what I mean? Like there's things that he's doing, but God is doing all of this stuff for things to come. Like we can't see all of the mastermind behind it. We don't see like this is like really the mastermind. Let me share this thing with Elisha. He tells Elisha that Hazael, Hazael is coming to him and he's asking about King Ben Hadad. He's asking about Ben Hadad. Ben Hadad is
Mhm.
sick and he comes. He says, go to the prophet. Ask him if this sickness is unto death. He gets there and Hazael asks Elisha, my master has sent me to you to ask if his illness is unto death. And Elisha says, no, sickness is not unto death. but he will die. And then he starts crying and weeping. And then Hazael looks at him and is like, well, why are you crying, Lord? You said he's not going to die. You said his sickness was not unto death. No, but God has shown me all of the things you're going to do to Israel. I know that you're going to kill him. He's just staring at Hazael, and Hazael is looking at him all like he confused. Like, how you know? That was the look. Like,
Yeah.
how you know I'm going to kill this dude? Because my father has told me. See, you don't see the picture, but this is not even the picture. This is just the insight. God is setting Hazael up so that he can oppress Israel because Israel was led away by Jeroboam because David made this detrimental mistake by killing Uriah after sleeping with his wife and then trying to cover it up. And so all you see is a domino effect, a trickle. And as a result of that decision, Jeroboam had to rise. Israel had to be stripped from David. Jeroboam had to start worshiping all of these idols, which
Mm-hmm.
affected all of the children of Israel. Then Solomon, as a result of David's whoredom, has this sense
It went wild. Yeah.
of foreign women that worships whomever and whatever. So much so that this dude was praying to God in the beginning of his ministry. To the end of his ministry, he's praying to foreign gods because he's so wrapped up into all of these foreign women because he got that spirit from David because his mama
Mm-hmm.
was the woman who slept with David who had her
Mm-hmm.
husband killed. You imagine all of that being poured into this young
All
boy?
that mix, yeah, all that mixed together.
All of that was cast into him. The whoredom of a father, a mom whose husband was killed by your dad. And and you can imagine the see nobody talks about this, but you can imagine the hatred or disdain she may have carried for the king. But there was nothing she could do. She had to be
She could
married
do
to this
that.
dude.
She had right.
She had to be married to him. She had to be. It was as if she loved her husband. The
But
king
she
killed
had no
him,
choice. Right. She had no choice.
so she
She couldn't
couldn't
tell the
even
king. She
she,
couldn't tell the king no.
right, but she couldn't even like the king because this dude killed my husband.
Right.
And now I
No.
gotta be with him. But I she can't tell nobody that. But imagine her telling her son that.
Living. Yeah.
Imagine her sharing this with her son. I was married once as he gets older. What? Yeah, I was married once. What?
Till
Before my
your
dad?
father. Till your father came along.
Before my dad? Yeah, yeah. He had him killed. Why? Well, because he summoned me over and he slept with me. Well, why did you sleep with him? He's the king. I don't sleep with him. He kills me. But mother, what happens after that? Oh, I got pregnant. So I sent word to him, letting him know that I'm pregnant. And then he had your husband killed because you was pregnant? No, he had my husband killed because my husband wouldn't sleep with me so that he couldn't take the blame for getting me pregnant.
Mhm.
Since my husband did it, and it would have been an unlawful thing in the sight of God to him, for him, he justifies it by having my husband killed. Imagine her telling Solomon it.
Yeah.
But my dad is supposedly this big time man of God, and
Right.
this is what he did.
Right.
Then
All
he's
all have sinned and fallen short
falling
of the
short.
glory of God. All.
But then he's starting to remember all of the stuff. That's why he didn't do nothing to Absalom, to
Mhm.
Amnon when he slept with Tamar. That's why he didn't do
Mhm.
anything. And then that's why he didn't do anything to Absalom when Absalom killed Amnon. That's why he didn't do anything. And that's why he got his butt up and ran away when Absalom came for his kingdom. That's why he didn't do anything. See, all of this stuff is starting to make sense now.
Right.
See, it's starting to open up Solomon's eyes that wait a minute, you know what? Why am I worshiping God?
Yeah.
He let my daddy kill my mama's husband. He 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 let my mom get pregnant by this dude.
All is vanity.
All is vanity, sir. But Solomon was wise. He asked that of God. God gave it to him. So naturally, he's gonna see all of this.
Hmm.
And he's gonna miss God because of man's conjuring,
Right.
falling victim as
Right.
opposed to
Right. And so we all end
making
up
a
victims.
detour.
We all end up
All
victims.
exactly. Instead of making a detour, no, he falls victim.
Right.
He takes on the same mindset. Now I'm going to conjure.
Right.
I'm going to
Won't
conjure.
won't choose to be different.
Yeah, yeah.
Won't choose as though he slay me, yet will I trust him.
Right. See, there's a way that seemeth right to a
Right.
man.
Right. But the end
The end
thereof is the way
thereof.
of destruction.
Missing
Seemeth right.
that. Missing that part. See, that's what the knowledge of good and evil does. It causes me to look at God as the problem. See, God
Yeah.
has to be extracted. I gotta extract God. I don't see that the reason that we're in this predicament is because I extracted God. God isn't the reason that it's like this. It's the reason is because I extracted God. I removed God. I stopped waiting on God. I stopped making the decision that God wanted me to make. I decided to make mine own decisions based on mine own knowledge
About God's truth.
without God's grace, direction. And this is where we end with it. Alex Peretti dead for trying to protect some woman that got pushed down by
Hmm.
some immigration task force who is out for vengeance for one of theirs getting killed because some people are feeling whatever way unjustified for being here unlawfully, but being removed unlawfully too.
Hmm.
So where do we get from all of this lawlessness more lawlessness?
And, that,
Unless
and that's what we get, more loans.
more lawlessness. Unless we decide that as for me and my house, as Joshua said, as for me and my house,
They're going to serve you, Lord.
we gonna serve the Lord. Ah,
But that's the only solution.
it's the only solution, brother.
That's the only solution. Each of us individually have to come to that decision.
Yeah.
Until finally somebody's the last one to let God go.
Hmm.
Or is not the last one to let
Yeah.
God go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking at where are we? I'm in Mark 11,
Yeah.
22. Have faith in God,
Yeah.
Jesus answered,
Right.
after cursing the fig tree.
Yeah.
Have faith in God.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I mean, and when you looked at him, he simply was for his father.
Hmm.
Period. No question.
Right.
And that's what that's what we're supposed to
Yeah.
be about. Our
Period.
Father, our Father,
Period.
our Father.
That's it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And I guess we treasure those moments when we get to commune with God and
Yeah.
God don't and God doesn't say, "What are you doing here?"
Right. Right. Because in those moments, he knows he brought us there.
Right,
He led
right,
us there.
right,
He carried us there.
right.
There's no point in asking questions when you
And we
are the reason why we're there.
and we get to remember the fact that reason why we where
Exactly.
we are.
Right. We go into worship. Now we can just worship.
Right,
See, now we can just uplift our God, praise him, give him glory
right.
for all that he has done. He has done great things.
Yes. And he's gonna
He has
continue to
done
do
great things.
it. And he's gonna continue to do that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna stay on the side of those who are aware
Yeah.
of the fact that he's doing it.
Right.
Greater is he who
That
is
is
in us
within me
than he is in the world.
in the world. Yes, sir.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. And that's really what it boils down to.
Right.
When you stop believing that, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Wow. What word?